So this is actually a genuinely good question. Is women's soccer less advanced technically and tactically compared to men's soccer? And why? My answer would be yes, but it's much less so than most of you think. And the reason is exactly what you've suggested. It's because women's sports have not been prioritized and supported in the same way men's sports have. However, women's soccer does have one advantage. And that advantage is they have been able to advance at a faster rate than the men have because they can learn from the men. The men had to learn all their techniques and all their tactics on their own. They had no one else to model themselves after. Where with the women, they have decades upon decades of men's soccer to look at, to see what works and what doesn't work. So now when you watch the highest level of women's international soccer and women's club soccer, such as the NWSL, you're seeing relatively similar levels, in my opinion, as far as technique and tactics. They're both mostly pulling off the same type of technical skills, and they're both using the same tactical systems. Why? Because soccer is soccer. Now, the one and only other reason women's soccer might be behind men's soccer right now is the talent pool is deeper in men's soccer than it is in women's soccer. But once again, this is a case of misogyny preventing people from supporting women's soccer in the same way they support men's soccer. Many countries, especially the more conservative countries, they don't support, they don't fund women's sports in general. So those athletes aren't getting an opportunity to play. Basically, the countries that are more liberal and open are giving women opportunity, and that's where the best players in the world are going to be. And in the USA, we're probably always going to be the best women's soccer country in the world because soccer is probably the second most popular participation sport for women in America, and we're a developed, wealthy, and fairly socially liberal country.